Okay, so we already have learned how to create a rectangle with an exact measurement. Let's now practice making some shapes. So let's just start a new drawing. I already know that we saved this last time to rectangle one. So let's just save it again in case you forgot to save it. You gotta finish. You gotta finish the saving process because you're working over a browser. You have to wait until it says finished by going back to the save button. Anyway, let's just go back to our dashboard by clicking this button, and then we are going to go to Google Drive, and then go to AutoCAD Files, and then once there, we're gonna start a new drawing. And then because you're working off your internet, it will take a little while before it starts. Okay, so we just learned how to make a rectangle, and this is a rectangle here. So if you click that, if let's say I wanted to make a rectangle that is 2 inches by 4 or 2 by 4, I click the start, I drag it up, and then I put in 2, and then press tab, and then I press 4, and then press enter. Okay, and then that you will see that it's a very small rectangle because that's the size of a 2 by 4. Okay, so if I want to make a square, then I also use a rectangle, and I click the start, and then I drag, and then I type in 2, press tab, and then 2, press enter. Okay, so again, that's width and length. So 2, press tab, 4, press enter. Here is 2, press tab, 2, press enter. So that's a 2 by 2. So let's say you want to do a 6 by 6. It's a square. So simply click here, drag. The width is 6, press tab. The height is 6, press enter. All right. So that's a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 4. That's a 6 by 6. Okay. What if I want it to be a long one? Okay. Let's say I want it to be 2 by 10. So the width first, 2 by 10, the width first. So you're going to type in 10, press tab, 2, press enter. That's a 2 by 10. Okay. Oh, that's a 10 by 2. Okay. So again, when you click a rectangle, when you drag it and move your mouse, you can see the top number is the one that's highlighted because that's the first number that you're supposed to be putting in. So if I type in like 2, it's the top number, okay, that you're putting in. If you press tab, that's already 2, okay, and then all you're doing is dragging it up, and then type in the next number, 10, press enter. That's a 2 by 10, okay. This one is a 10 by 2. I messed up with that one probably. So I can just move this and up. I can, if I want to move this, I select this move tool, select this object, press check mark, and then move it. What happened? Undo. Okay. Oh, undo here. There you go. So move, and then select. Press check mark, click here, drag to the right, and then click again. Okay, so again, there's a lag, there's a delay, and that's normal with anything that you're working with the browser. Okay, we're gonna pan to the left or right. So that's how to make squares and rectangles using the rectangle. What if I want to make a triangle? Okay, well, there's different kinds of triangle. So if you want to make a right triangle, you can make it out of lines. So we're going to go to draw, and I can then click line. Line here, and then you can just click here, and then drag. And then if you want the bottom of the triangle to be like 6, you type in 6, then you press enter. Okay, and then you can drag again, and you want the height to be 12, you put 12, press enter, and then you simply go back to the beginning. So that's a right triangle. Okay, what if I want the right triangle to be 5 in the bottom and 2 on top? So again, you can click line. I want to start at the top one, so click the start. Now this time I'm going to drag down, and I want to be 2. Press enter. And I want the bottom to be 5, so drag to the right, and then 5, press enter, and then go back to the top. Okay, so that's how to make right triangles. What about if you want to make an equilateral triangle? Equilateral, if you learned it from math, all the sides are the same, and that can be done using this polygon tool. So when you click polygon, the first thing it's going to ask you is how many number of sides you want. So since you want a triangle, you type in 3, and then you press enter. Okay, and then you click the center, and then you drag. You first answer whether you want to insert, circumscribe, or inscribe. Let's talk about inscribe or circumscribe later. Just press enter first for inscribe, and then there you go. Okay, and then simply drag to make equilateral triangles. Okay, now inscribe and circumscribe. Inscribe means that the triangle can be created using the center to the corner. So that's inscribe. And then the circumscribe is defining the triangle from the center to the side. Okay, because a triangle can be done in 2 ways. Either you define a triangle from a circle, and then you get your triangle, number of sides is 3, press enter, and if you click your center here, you can do your triangle using inscribe. If I type in I or press enter, then you can define a triangle by making a triangle inside the circle. So that's called inscribe, because you want to define it using the triangle circle. So if you want your triangle to touch here on the circle, you're going to click the O snap tool and make sure that NE nearest is on. So if I click nearest, you're gonna have you're now able to select the circle, and that will be exactly on that circle. Okay, so if you draw a circle, right, any size right now, and you want the triangle to be defined by the edge, right, you click polygon, number of sides is 3, enter, and then you wanted to pick the center. Okay, and then when it comes to inscribe or circumscribe, you have to type in letter C, press enter. Okay, and then now you are defining this triangle using the side of a triangle. So now you can click on the nearest, and then now that's the difference between inscribe and circumscribe. Okay, so for this lesson, it's about making rectangles with exact sizes. This one is making right triangles with exact sizes. And if you wanted to make a triangle that is equilateral, you have to know the size of the circle first before you can make that triangle. Okay, because you can make the right triangle or the equilateral triangle inside the circle or outside the circle. Okay, so if you wanted to make a circle with a definite size, you click circle, and then you click here. And if you wanted to make a circle, you can define it by the radius. Okay, so the radius of the circle, I want it to be 4, so type 4, press enter. Okay, and that is exactly 4. So if you want to make a triangle, you can define a triangle by having the radius of that triangle, that means the center to the corner, to be the same here. Or if you wanted to define the the equilateral triangle by the mid side, then it will be called the circumscribe. Okay, so again, exact measurements: circle with a radius of 2, click the point, drag, type 2, press enter. That's a radius of 2. Okay, what if I want a diameter? Well, if you can also do diameter, circle, click the center, and then the option here is either you type in the radius or you type in D or click D. Now you're defining the diameter. So the diameter is 4, the radius is 2. So if I type in 4, the radius is 2, just like that first one. Okay, so this lesson was about drawing shapes, rectangles, squares, triangles, and circles. Okay, so let's save this as and just save it as shape 1. So we're going to change this to shape 1. When you click save, you have to wait until catching is finished, saving is finished, and then you only know it's finished when you're back to the save button. Okay, so do not close your Chromebook when this one is not yet back in the save button. Okay, so let's do that.